As you may have seen by now, in Pipedrive you have different data objects like leads, contacts, and deals. Well, contacts, that is people and organizations, as well as deals have more complex detail views than your leads do. But they have a similar style, giving you a clear view of what's already happened and what to focus on in the future. Let's have a look at a deal in Pipedrive and navigate to its detail page. Over here on the top, we show you the main details and what stage of your sales process your deal is in and how long it's been there. You can technically move the deal along any stages in any of your pipelines just like this. It's here we can also apply some colorful labeling, and these labels also show up in the pipeline view just so you know. And of course you can also filter deals based off of these labels. And then over here we can change the value or attach a product to this deal if we're using the products feature. And over here, this is where we can mark the deal as won or lost when the time comes. Now, depending on the permissions your admin sets up, you can see and edit the user who owns this deal and change the visibility. For better sales forecasting, you can set the date you expect to close this deal and the probability of you winning it. Although just so you know, if you want to use individual deal probability rather than stage probability, you still need to make sure the deal probability is enabled in the pipeline. Now, other basic actions are to duplicate, merge, delete, and export or convert this deal into a lead. And if you're using any apps or integrations from the Pipedrive Marketplace with the right functionality, you'll find some of those features in this same area here. Like we said before, these organize your data into the past and future. Previous notes, email conversations, sales docs, and completed activities are aggregated into the past, and any future planned activities or pinned notes are kept in the future, making it super easy to know exactly what to focus on next for this deal. We can also @mention other Pipedrive users in our notes, and they'll be notified via the sales assistant. Or we can assign activities or even call the customer linked to this deal directly from Pipedrive. This can be done by using the Pipedrive caller, which will also store your recorded calls if you wish. To learn more about the caller, just follow the link in the upper right corner of this video. And it's here that we can email the customer directly. When emailing, you'll have access to the scheduler feature, where you can propose times and share availability with your customers. From there, they just pick a time that works best for the both of you, and you're a happy camper. Files, like they sound, are just any file you'd like to attach to this deal, but documents is where the real fun is. Because you can create standardized templates of sales docs across your entire account using merge tags to pre-fill personalized information, and when you're using Pipedrive sales docs, you'll also receive notifications when your docs are opened. Now moving on to the sidebar here, you'll find more detailed information on the deal itself, including any custom fields that you've made for your deals. And then of course we have our associated person and/or organization, which will also have their own respective custom fields. And over here you can try out Smart Contact Data. Smart Contact Data searches the far reaches of the internet for public information about your contact and retrieves it for you with just one click. Now further down we have Participants, where you can add additional contacts to the same deal. When you do this, you'll see that if you go to the participant's deal history of its own detail view, the associated deal they're participating in is included. Then going back over here, you'll find some details like how old the deal is or which user has been working the hardest on it. And then we've got recurring revenue, if you're on the right plan for it. So if you sell subscription services, for example, and receive money on a monthly or annual contract or something like that, here you go. Just specify the cadence in which you receive your payments, and you can give a description if needed. And then this is where you can set up the number of payments per year or month, etc. So in this case, we have a $1,000 payment once a month indefinitely. Or say instead we can configure a $12,000 payment once every year. It's up to you. Whatever makes the most sense for your business. These recurring revenue configurations can be applied to open, won, or lost deals, because you can also mark a subscription as canceled. All of this is reflected in your insights reports. If you're an advanced user, you can access the recurring revenue report, so you can see all new revenue actively coming in. But if you're on the professional plan, you can also get this revenue growth report, which will also track your churn, contraction, expansion, and net growth metrics. Now, one final super important thing to mention, let's say you don't care to use one of these panels in the sidebar here. Well, you can always omit a section or rearrange these sections however you'd like. So we've been talking a lot about deal detail pages. but person and organization detail pages will function very similarly anyway. But the neat thing about these contact detail pages is you can view a comprehensive history of all deals and activities related to them. So if you have a history of several open, won, or lost deals for an organization, you can monitor all of them from the organization's detail page. And that about sums it up. So in summary, your detail pages serve as one place to find all information you need either about your contact's history or their respective deals.